Anyway, oh, back to what I was saying, seventh grade, the election. Like after all that happened, like I was mad at everybody at school at first, and then I was like mad at my parents for feeding me this narrative, and then I was like mad at myself for not being able to figure it out. So that's when I really started like actually like I looked up like who is Donald Trump on Wikipedia,
Nice.
you know? And
I still
then
do that today.
and then eventually I started, going deeper. I started listening to some Jones before he probably got compromised, but I started to get on InfoWars, and that led me deeper and deeper and deeper. And I used to, I got into it because I wanted to figure out the truth, and then I wanted to tell people about it, and it was also just something to like talk about and kind of made me like different, and people thought was funny. And then
Yeah.
eventually you get into conspiracy stuff enough that it gets like dark. Like it gets really dark once you get to the
It's not fun
closer,
anymore because it's
closer and
like,
closer to it. And I mean,
you ever see
like
the bitch? Yeah, it's
this,
not fun anymore when you got bitches tattooing the Baphomet on their pussies.
yeah, it's not funny anymore when you watch the Pizzagate documentaries and you're like, I mean,
Just to
I
illustrate
don't,
what we're talking about by
I
what
don't
we
know if
mean
I
by it's
can
not
live
fun
with
anymore.
myself if I can't do something about this. Um, and that was I mean, I think that's been one of the main things that's like bothered me in the past few years, and I'm trying to has been like a big factor in deciding what way I go in life is like,
Yeah.
should I, you know,
Yeah, that's
I'm turning away from that because from being like, okay, I'm gonna need to figure out how to make a lot of money and like kill some people to like I need to bring justice to the world. Like I don't know, I feel like I need to fix this, but I don't think that works long term. And also in like thinking about this stuff and bringing it to an extreme is like I don't know if it's like I'm not willing like I know the kind of people I would be dealing with, and it's like I don't want to like risk my family or anything once you actually start
yeah.
getting into that area. But you know, I think I'm starting to think, I used to think it was kind of weak when I would think this way, but um I think if you really want to improve the world like long term, like make lasting change, you probably have to be like, well, I, I'm gonna be more on the side of life. Like who you take, um, like you know, be being a positive
A
influence
role model, a good peer, a good
and
man
like
amongst your peers.
yeah, and like trying to spread trying to spread the right principles and trying to like help the kids out. Um, I think that that's one of those missions that transcends you is trying to like
Yeah.
bring the truth and the right principles and the right way to act into the world. That's something that for sure will have a lasting effect hundreds of years from now and will
Yeah.
really
And
surpass anything you could do, most likely surpass anything you could do on a personal level. Like,
yeah.
you know,
And rather be like benevolent and like constructive to what society really is, which is like everyone everyone get along. Imagine if all the people just like loved each other and stuff. Not really, but um
yeah, I mean,
it's like
I'm not
we don't
here to
want to
just
push it's like we're
be
not going to push
tolerant
the
to
opposite.
everybody.
Yeah, it's like we're not going to be here and push the opposite where it's like um just total domination.
Yeah.
But as long as like yeah, just be constructive and like get past like being constructive is like going past that with like imagine all the people.
But it's like, yeah, yeah. The conspiracy stuff, the investing stuff, probably the same thing when you get into anything, but specifically in those areas for me, it's like you get to like there's uninformed optimism where you're like, oh, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna
Ignorance is
solve
bliss.
everything. Yeah. Um, and then there's informed pessimism, which I think is the stage I was in this past year. Um, and then
Same.
out of that, I don't really know what the next step is, but I'm working towards it. I'm trying to figure it out. And I think I think you can get to um I think you can get to working towards something better and like being patient and having faith and having some sort of informed optimism. And
Informed realism.
yeah, and that's the other thing is like negative mindset, positive mindset. I'm not saying don't enjoy your life, don't pay attention to your mindset, but also maybe sometimes that's kind of weak and you should just be focused on like what actually what's real, you know?
Yeah, what's
Maybe just
really going on?
focus
How can I
maybe,
really solve this?
yeah, figure out on like what's actually going on in reality.
Yeah,
Don't be lying to yourself.
instead of like, no, everything's okay, it's fine, or like everything sucks, I'm over it, I'm done, I don't want to do it anymore. Instead of doing either of those things, why not just be like, okay, if there's a problem, I'm gonna fix it. If there's not a problem, I'm gonna enjoy life for a little bit
Yeah.
and
If
figure out my next move. Like
it
just
might
be
be
real, just be things as they are. Don't have I talk to people a lot, especially at work. It's like I mention one thing and they start going on about all this other shit. And like, yeah, I just said that, but you want to say it again in 40 fucking words. Like you don't have to do that with your life. You could just, you know, break it down to what it really is. And if there's a problem, you can fix it. It's
yeah.
not that hard. It's like you have free will. And the main thing is just taking on the personal responsibility to like use your free will, um, however you want to do it. But you should be doing it benevolently.
Yeah.
You know, it's like just, it's like,
I think it's almost
what do
time
they
for
call
a
that?
reading from the Dr. Bronner's bottle.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Almost time.
I
I
saw
just
that
thought
at
of
the
that.
store, but I didn't grab it.
This was in my parents' shower and I took a shower one morning and I read a quote and I said, "Damn, I
Yeah.
needed that." Next day, another quote. I said, "Wow." And this is just found me exactly when I needed it. But
That's why.
I think I was gonna finish up saying something, but I don't really remember. I want to spaz sometimes about the evil in the world and go and figure out how to bring justice and you know bring some
Some revolution or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
like just going
but
crazy with it.
that's not really gonna be lasting change. I think you know I what you have to do. I could be wrong, but this is the conclusion I've come to as the best way forward after thinking about this for a long time is actually have some faith in the future. Like I think that's where things go wrong is not believing that your kids literal or metaphorical will surpass you and live in a better future and working
Yeah.
towards that because that's what's gonna actually lead to the glorious future.
But at the same time,
Um,
it's like r- looking back right now, they're going to say we're in the golden age. This
I
past
don't think
century
so.
was the golden age. No, it's coming towards an end, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I think we can get to a new golden age though. I think we
Yeah.
could bring the Atlantean Renaissance in. I really do.
Yeah. At least for
At
like
least for a small group of people, and eventually
looking
that
at the
could
bigger
spread
picture,
to the
though,
rest of the world.
like how they consider the Renaissance, that wasn't just a couple of years. And that wasn't just, Italy and whatever,
Hmm.
but it was a century, is what, or however long it was. But they're going to look back on the century and say, we had it so good, like the 50s, the 60s, things were going
Oh
great
yeah.
as compared to like just big statistics, big numbers, the bigger picture. And then like this is all coming to an end. Like comfort as we know it is coming to an end. And things will get bad and it'll be known as you know, the golden era is dead. The empire has fallen.
Yeah.
there was Rome was in control, and Rome fell. That's what we're leading into is the early stages of the fall of the Western world.
Yeah. Um, I think it goes back to the problems. Problems are opportunities. You know, which one do
Yeah,
you want it to be? Because it also is like back to informed, uninformed optimism, informed pessimism, and then getting to the truth. It's like, being like, I see the stock market as a way I can gamble and make a lot of money. And then being like, oh, the stock
yeah,
market's like evil. I can figure this out, but it's bad. And then just being like, well, this is reality. I'm going to work with it to the best of my ability to bring about a better reality. Um, you
yeah.
could look at
Swag.
the all the financial changes that are going to happen in the next year, and they're going to be the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever, they're going to be extreme. They're going to
Hmm.
be bad for a lot of people. Um, but you could be sad about it, or you could go, I'm going to do everything I can to protect myself from it and better myself from it and try to better as many other help as many other people do the same.
Right.
Um,
Swag.
that's what we're gonna do. Probably start covering that more.
Hmm.
Um, because that stuff is gonna roll out. Um, probably end of this year when everything crashes. I the I the currency is gonna be replaced, um, in some way, um, more than likely, and probably don't want to hold a lot of
Almost
money in the
assured.
bank. Yeah, it's like people talk about it like it's some crazy conspiracy theory, and it is, but it's also a reality. It's also they've passed all the stuff they need to do this. The plans are in place. The institutions to carry this out are in place. The
Holdings are
people in
getting, yeah,
power are in place to do this, and they're going to do it. It's just a matter of when and what are you going to do about it.
yeah,
And
like holdings are getting
it's a
bigger.
problem, but there's going to be some great opportunities in it if you look at it right. And I believe you can find those opportunities, and I believe you can do it morally for a good cause.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
buy gold late 2026. Probably get your money out of the bank. If you hold a lot of money in the banks, probably start buying some gold. It'll go down from where it's at now, and might make new highs. Might go up for the next couple months. It's probably going to end off pretty soon, and but there's going to be lows coming up in 2026, and you're probably going to want to buy those because there's going to be weird things going on in the world and with the currencies.
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom. That's going to be the name of the episodes. The first part was Shabbat Shalom Part One. Next one's going to be Shabbat Shalom Part Two.
Understand? I don't actually know what that means.
Like, what's up? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Some
I
gay
just
shit.
remember Erica Kirk saying that in an interview.
For real? Recently?
Yeah. Yeah,
What a
dude.
shill. She's such a shill, bro, for not only Israel, but like JD Vance. And like JD Vance is like the prodigy of the far right. He's definitely gonna be president in what, 3 years?
Probably.
He's dude. I would bet like substantial amounts of money on JD Vance becoming the president. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, my husband just died. I'm so sad, but also JD Vance, guys, he's the potential candidate.
That's their boy right there.
That's their boy, dog. That's my boy JD. Hillbilly Elegy. You ever read it, motherfucker?
I have not. I've heard it's pretty good. I heard he did a good job. There's a great piece,
It was
propaganda or otherwise.
yeah, ignoring everything else, it was like a
Peter Thiel
commercial
said, "Hey,
success.
I'm gonna give you a year off to write this book because I believe in you. I believe in you."
It was
And
his
and he did it, and he
manifesto,
wrote a good book. Apparently, I haven't read it, but
apparently.
from
Jeffrey
what I've
Epstein be
heard,
reading books,
I
apparently.
did hear that. I heard he had some
He,
interesting
yeah, and then he'd
readings.
be yeah, some of those pictures really is writing quotes from pretty much the pedophile Bible. It's like the pedophile elegy, just
What's
writing
that?
quotes on underage women. That Lolita book.
Oh yeah, I've always hear about it, but I've never actually looked into it. Um, yeah.
The perspective comes from a guy who's like he's writing the book as like a diary, but it's also a like the jury's gonna read it when he gets caught, and it's all to make the jury feel like sympathetic for him. But
Huh.
like these people are so fucking stupid and disgusting that they're like, oh, this is me. People should feel bad about me for, abducting young girls and taking them to the island.
Is it a real story?
No, it's a fiction
Fictional?
book. Yeah. This guy, he's really into young girls, whatever. Then he starts living with this old lady with like a 12-year-old daughter. She dies and he kidnaps her daughter, pays her to have sex with him all the time. She gets abducted by another fucking creep. But yeah, that's my synopsis of the book. But it makes these motherfuckers think like they're victims or something, or that they're like entitled to be sick pieces of shit. And
Yeah.
it's like not only just about Jeffrey Epstein, but these motherfuckers who are like they hop on Roblox, giving little kids Roblox so that they could, do sexual favors to them
Yeah.
over online. Like, they have these apps where it's like you randomly get matched up with a motherfucker, you randomly chat. Like it's like Tinder for kids, but it's a bunch of fucking pedophiles on that shit. Like we might as well just nuke the whole society when you start thinking about the amount of children that are like victimized and
Yeah.
how the people victimizing children see themselves as like I don't know, as they're the victim or something like that. Like it's just crazy shit. It's nonsense shit. And
I
then
mean,
and
and when
that's
you
informed pessimism right there. That's informed pessimism.
yeah.
Like the
Um
glass is really half empty when you start thinking about and not only just the rich elite, but literally everywhere nasty ass war crimes and shit are being committed against people and all throughout time.
yeah.
I don't know.
Um
I don't know why I decided to start breaking into
like
that shit.
I'm not gonna